of my new 2018 V Strom. It was a leftover sold in 19. And I'm heading for coffee in Porterville. It's going to be about 60 miles one way. And my real true test on how this thing differs from my 2005 V Strom. And right away it turns in nice and easy, not quite as easy as my 2005, but my 2005 I'm running strictly street tires, the Bridgestone's T31s. But I tell you, it holds the line a lot better on the long sweepers, but I think that's just because the suspension is new. It's just more tight and solid. I mean, my 2005's got 110,000 miles on it. So I rebuilt the front end about 2 years ago, but the rear shock's never been touched. And this is, like I said, I haven't done any adjustments to the suspension on this. So it's a little bouncy. I haven't set it up for my weight. I'm a big guy. And I'm running it where my 2005 would be in third gear. And this is in third gear, but it seems to be like it's winding out a little bit more. Could be that this motor, it just feels a little more torquey, and I think I'm able to ride a gear higher. But it's just like my 2005, I'm up to 83 miles an hour, and I mean, you don't even really notice it. It just, all of a sudden you look down and you're going 80, and that's a sweet spot, right about 80 to 90. Not on these twisties. I'm talking about if I'm on the, wide sweepers or on the freeway or something like that. See, like right now I'm riding a gear higher, and doesn't seem to want to snap out of the corners like my 2005, but like I said, I'm riding a gear higher and it just feels smoother than my 2005. And the thing is, if I drop it in third, it seems like it might be just revving a little too high, but I'm still playing with it. This is my first set of going up a pretty steep grade with pretty tight twisties. One thing that I do like, and I swear you didn't need it, but man, I tell you, the slipper clutch, it just makes life easy. Like right there, I'm in the corner, downshifted to second, so I can get a little pop. And didn't have to bleep the throttle in the middle of the corner, which when you got to bleep the throttle to downshift, you usually want to do it before you come into the turn to get set up. But man, I hate to say it, I'm starting to become a believer of this slipper clutch. Right here, the pegs on this are a little bit higher, about 6 degrees on the hip, and that makes a difference because I would have dragged my pegs on the last corner there. And the couple times I've ridden this, I've yet to drag the pegs, so I think that little bit of raising the pegs may have helped on that. Of course, I don't have a center stand on this yet. The RPMs are like totally a lot different than, of course, I changed the gearing, the sprockets on the 2005 because it was so high geared. And I've got this has 3 settings for your traction control: off, 1, and 2. I'm on 2 right now for the fact that I'm going up over what they call Greenhorn on 155, and it gets real dirty. The last snow wasn't that long ago. You still see snow alongside the road, so there's a lot of gravel, and then they put down lava rock to and sand to you know, keep you from slipping and getting traction for the cars after it snows. So there's still quite a bit on the road, and I'll be honest with the 2005, it gets a little slippery and coming up over here. I'll be sliding and dicing. Seems like it might run out of steam a little bit sooner than my 2005. I can run the 2005 up to about 7,000 before you start losing your steam. Now here I'm coming down. This is probably about a 10-11% grade. And I tell you, this is really handling it good. The one thing is the brakes on this thing. Now see, I'm coming through some icy water there. A little slip there. The traction control kicked in. The brake on this thing is like twice as strong, maybe 3 times as strong as my 2005. And that's taken some getting used to it. I mean, because before I could get on the brake and trail brake with the front brake all the way into the middle of the turn. And this here, if I try to do the same, it just wants to stop me immediately. So I got to be real light on the front brake. Not too bad. Yeah, the braking on this, I have to be a little bit more precise. I can't be as lazy as on my 2005. Watching videos, and I'm pretty sure that when you're on the front brake, it actually applies some rear brake. I'm sort of wanting to do everything for you here. But man, this thing still, I swear, V Stroms are the sweetest handling bikes. See there, the traction control kicked in coming out of that corner. I usually like to come out and get on the gas a little bit. I got it on that 2. And I can feel the traction control kicking in, coming out of the corners. Oh, this thing it handles so nice. And the thing is, the new suspension is so nice and tight. Getting down to to the lower half of the mountain, and it's a little cleaner down here because you usually don't get snow down here, so they don't have to put any sand or anything down. I'll tell you, one thing I do love is these handlebars. They're a little bit lower than my 2005, and they're a little bit straighter. The 2005, they're higher, and then that right at the end, at the grips, they kick back. And to be honest with you, I had to change the way I held the grips. I had to sort of bend my elbows and hold it kittywampus to the handlebars. And if you don't know what kittywampus is, that's an old saying my dad used to use. All I means is just not it's not right. But I tell you, this thing, the torque, it's a lot torquier in the lower RPMs. But that's what they did with this engine. They switched they made it a little bit, I think, longer stroke. I'm not sure, but anyway, it's about 30. Actually, it's about 40 cc's bigger. So what they did, it didn't give you much horsepower. Only about 6% on the horsepower. Not 6%, 6 horsepower. And it did bring up the torque, and it put it more on the bottom here. And I tell you, I haven't scraped my pegs yet, and that's nice. With these stock tires, though, it is taking a little bit more effort to turn in. It's still turning in nice. I got no complaint. And right through there, I would have been scraping the pegs on my 2005. But again, like I said, I don't have a center stand, so that may have something to do with it. Can't see it, but there's gravel on the road here, and you go into a corner, and I'll get off the throttle a little bit because I don't want to slip on the gravel. I mean, it won't cause you to go down or anything, but just gets that weird feeling in the tire that you're slipping. And 73, I just don't like that feeling. I'm too old for that shit. See? Man, it pulls out nice. But man, these brakes, I gotta really watch my braking. There, I just hit the front tire, hit a rock and slipped on me. They just paved this road last summer, and I tell you, it's nice. If it didn't have this gravel, it'd really be nice. But there, I got on the brake in the middle of the corner, and it still didn't stand up or anything. But it's a one-finger front brake. Another thing that's real nice about this over my 2005 is the clutch has got half the pull. It's really nice and easy. It's just so smooth. But don't get me wrong, I mean, I still love that 2005. I've got 110,000 miles. I'm going to see if I can get 200,000 on it. But it's just nice to have a new bike where everything's new and tight and fresh. Like when I want to go out and play old school, I'll get on the 2005 Coming in the corners, downshifting early, bleeping the throttle. Oh, hold on, brakes. Damn, they're strong. Coming through the rocks. Front end slip. Clear section. Coming up on a cattle grate. Boy, these brakes are strong. Oh, look out, doggy. Watch out, puppy dog. Nah, it's okay. Mine would do the same thing. But this still shoots out of the corners like my 2005. It's got a lot of nice grunt. Boy, it feels good. Just a fun bike, I'll tell you. Thank you. If you watch my 100,000 mile review on my 2005, you know I did nothing but love that bike, swear by it. Just saying, hey, this is going to be the last bike. Who's going to wear out first, me or the bike?